Audio. Let's go.
Lovely stuff. All right, let's. Oh, we're competing with Tim at Marduk for viewers and also Formula One.
Oh no!
This is. We're competing with Tim at Marduk and Formula One.
Hi guys.
Yeah, hello everyone.
Welcome
Why
to
is
Tier
it
4.
not coming up? There it is.
How is everyone doing? We're on the main account again for Tier 4. 2 out of 4 races. Main accounting. So hello
We've
everyone.
gotten lucky. We have. Luckily, those guys decided they're going to have lots of expensive equipment and be able to
Go
do
on
stuff
YouTube.
on PC. Yeah, do it on YouTube.
But-
One-upping us once again. But you know what? We have the better racing, don't we?
Yes, we definitely
have the
do.
better racing.
Hello everyone.
We have the way to do it.
So it's qualifying. It's dry, and everyone. We have a full grid. Unlike last week.
You do have a full grid.
A full grid for once. You'll have to see
And
it.
our championship leader is here as well.
Yes.
3 second places for Fairley so far. Moneybag's already retired. Did he have a what's it called? Quali ban. He must have done.
Let me check the Tier 4 inquiries. No, he's not had a quali ban. I don't even think he's raced.
Interesting that he's decided to retire immediately then.
There's been no quali bans at all this season.
It's good to see. That's very good to see. But the battle we're going to be looking at today is between Oscu and Fairley. Top 2 in the standings. Fairley yet to finish outside the podium. Yet to finish off the top 2. Yet to finish first, actually. So he's only come second so far this season. And Oscu won the first 2 races. And then had a shocker of a race last time out.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Why is Paul on the wets?
Esports tactics, you know. He's doing the esports stuff, but instead of the wets, it's the intermediate.
45 minutes into the race. Rain 45 minutes into the race.
Oh, what if we had confirmation in the chat?
We have. But, you know what? This race doesn't often go on for 45 minutes. So,
No.
we might get a little drizzle at the end, but I wouldn't expect too much rain. So don't get your hopes up, guys.
You never know. Oh, and it's the man that always informs us with information. It's QBR Jaffa. Who is going to be the first one across the line to start their lap? It looks like it will be FR. No. It is Blair.
It's going to be
Amos Blair.
in that Aston Martin heading
Going
down
down into
towards
turn 1,
now.
100 metres. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful turn 1 there by Blair. The only braking zone of the first sector. So, not really much to do in the first sector, just keep it pinned and brake as late as possible. Through turn 3, good traction, good power, good turning in, didn't go too deep. Let's see what. Let's go down to turn 4. We'll see what happens without braking at 100 metres. Will he be able to get the car turning over the curb? Yes, he will. And again, good. Oh, a bit of a wiggle. I was about to say good power, commentator's curse. But he gets a bit of a wiggle down into turn 5, down to 5th gear. Manages to get the car rotated. Would he go wide and invalidate? No. Next corner. Oh, he's using the curb. That's a bit of a death curb. I would not advise using that to everyone. So, now, going down into the penultimate corner. Gets the car turning. Will he go off? No. Final corner. All about the exit here to the line. And he sets a 104.1 to start the session off.
You know what, on the mediums, that is a very good time, especially for his first lap as well, as he gets a tank slapper coming out of turn 1. He obviously won't be going for another lap. Next one to cross the line is Sem, goes 3/10 slower than Blair. He'll be wanting to see a lot more time improvement there. He'll want to be getting much, much closer, as if that's a proper lap time, they need to drop down to tier 12. Archie goes P3, now Barney goes P2 in that McLaren, very close to Blair's time, and Fairley goes up into the lead, but only just, and on the soft compound tyre as well. The championship leader not looking as comfortable today.
Doesn't seem to be a quite competitive lap time there by Fairley on the softs. I think he's going. Yeah, he's going for another. He's up by 400ths in the first sector. Jaffa's saying, "I can hear him." Yeah, because we've had some issues over the past 2 races with the co-commentator. So, that's not been good. Rossi has gone just behind Fairley. By about a hundredth. Not 100th,
9,000ths, that is. 9,000ths of a second, just under 100th of a second. And Blair, he's just managed to let himself ahead of Blair as well. That gap probably couldn't be much tighter, but he still managed to slot himself in there as Rossi. But Fairley now, he's backed out of his lap. He's off the racing line, so won't be going for one here.
He was up actually in the middle sector, so I'm surprised that he's boxed. Probably thinking...
Only just up though.
Yeah.
It was very close. He
probably thinking, yeah, I'm not fast enough to go to complete this lap really, so he's boxed. A lot of drivers invalidating their runs. Nico on a valid lap as it stands. Setting a 44.6 middle sector, gets a bit wide, but manages to keep it nice and tidy on the exit. Coming through turn 7, no 6. Now into turn 8, the penultimate corner. Turn 9, manages to get the car rotated. The exit now. And he comes across the line to set a 104.3. Nico up to P6.
Very nicely done from him while that was happening. We saw Callum get a bit of a tank snapper. Went very, very wide through turn 9 there. Obviously not very good for his lap time. We should be able to see him improve. That would have lost him a decent chunk of time. Archie now about to cross the line for McLaren, coming through turn 9 now. Sucks it in nicely. Probably could have got a little bit more rotation through there. A little bit more curb. And again through turn 10. Understeering quite significantly there is Archie. Crosses the line. He improves by just under 2/10. He moves himself up into P6. But probably could have improved even further there, but his medium compound tyre is starting to get a bit old.
Yes, it seems like this is now sort of the drop-off period, I think, with everyone. Chris goes P11. But this is where it's going to go quiet now as everyone wants to line up for the new runs. But here comes Evan over the line. I keep saying this and someone else comes across the line. Evan goes up to 10th. Not the best position to be in, especially on 3-lap-old mediums. But we'll see what goes on later in the session if he'll go on to the softs.
Yeah, no, it's not the most amazing position for Evan, but he can definitely improve on it. LGS is up by 0.2 of a second in the middle sector. That's not enough to put him up a place. He did set a very, very bad banker there, but let's see what he can do as he comes through the final corner now. Tucks it into the final one. Lovely car placement through there. Gets a little bit of oversteer on the final corner. Crosses the line. It's not enough to improve.
Stage P14.
Improve time, but not improve position. That is a shame.
Fairley's actually gone out the medium, so the soft times might have been a bit of a banker. Just to set himself up for the medium lap time. We'll see what happens. He's going down now.
Paul has just given Sem a slipstream heading down into turn 3, so watch out for Sem in this one as well as he's heading into turn 4 now.
Oh, that could be a strategic master move there from Paul and Sem, probably working together.
Evan has spun at turn 9, exited turn 9. Sorry, Evan spinning around on that curb, and so he's going to have to pull into the pits. And those tyres aren't going to be feeling too good anymore. There's going to be a lot of wear on those.
Fairley is actually down by 300, so he's not far off his soft lap here. So the soft lap definitely was a banker, not him going at his full pace. Because his mediums is right up with it, so he's going down into the final corner, goes a bit wide of the apex, not the best traction out the corner. We'll see what he does now as he comes across the line. It's the exact same lap as Rossi. He has set the same lap as Rossi on the same tyres. Like, yeah, the same tyres and the same time. So, Rossi, if Fairley never set that lap on softs, Rossi would be pole still. And Matt goes quickest.
Matt Bell now goes fastest. First man in the threes. A 3.957 for him. Very good time for the Alfa Romeo driver. And that's kind of come out of nowhere as well. I think that's his first lap of the session. So this man immediately looking very fast. Oscar about to cross the line. Second in the championship. Caddy put himself on provisional pole. He crosses the line. Not quite, but he puts himself in second. Bang on an 04 flat. And it's just under a 10th faster than his championship rival, Fairley.
That is a very good lap. We haven't seen what Fat Blocky Man can do, and I'm one of the championship contenders. But Oscar has set a brilliant lap on the mediums, the quickest of the medium runners so far, and exactly a 104. We could be seeing the times tumbling with the track evolution, and how the track temperature goes, if it goes up or down, crumbling very soon. But Fairley's going. Oh no, he's not going for another run. It's a 1 minute 18. But he is going for another one now.
Jaffa coming through the final corner in that Williams, last currently, but not due to pace. He just hasn't set
And he's gone
across the line.
quickest.
Goes fastest. Jaffa by almost 0.2 of a second goes fastest in the Williams, and Williams looking ridiculously strong today.
A 103.7, 2 tenths, nearly 2 tenths quicker than Matt. Oh, this is going to be a brilliant quality session maybe at the end of this session. We'll see what happens as Rossi, I think, is actually going to start he's starting his first flying lap on the soft compound tyres. Everyone now, except from Fairley and Oscu, is now coming out on the softs.
Fairley still on his lap. He was up by a tenth in the first sector. Across the split, he's now down by a tenth. There was a lot of traffic there. Can he gain that 10th back? Can he get himself faster? No, he can't. He's going to pull into the pits.
Rossi is up by a tenth at the minute. This would put him P3 because he don't have enough time to be P2, but still he'll be gaining more and more through this section of track because he's going to have more turning, but he goes wide and it's invalidated.
Oh,
he was up by a tenth.
not good.
Oh, that's not the best of scenarios for the Haas driver.
Very scrappy corner, broke a little bit too late, couldn't get the apex he wanted. Fat Blocky Man showing how to take that corner. Great speed through there from Fat Blocky Man. He's now up by 0.3 of a second. That would jump him all the way up into P2. Can he gain the extra 0.2 he needs to jump himself up into P1? Now he comes through the second last corner of this 10 corner track here in Austria. Now through the final one, he tucks it in nicely. Great apex speed from him there. Gets a great acceleration, activates the DRS, crosses the line. And it's P2, not quite enough for P1, but puts himself within a tenth of Jaffa.
Very good lap by Blocky Man. It's so close between the fields. About a second covering, no, not even a second covering the top 16 if we were set proper flying laps.
Barney has just done 2 laps in a row. He was P5 after the first one. He's done another lap. He's now P3.
Bloody hell, this is going to be so close between the fields. As I was saying, about 8 tenths covering the top 16. There's not that much time. If you improve by a tenth or two, and Barney stopped on track. Oh, he's still moving, so he won't get disqualified, but... Oh, I think he's out of fuel.
What is Ads doing? What? Ads tried to smash himself into a wall multiple times just now.
Oh, and Paul's binned it. Paul's done a Checo Perez.
Oh, he's gone straight on. Yeah, straight on into turn 4. That's not what you want to be doing.
I don't get how. I sort of don't know how he's done that because. Oh, and he's been disqualified for going the wrong way.
No, he will be starting last then. Guaranteed.
Alfie's not set a lap and is not last.
Yeah, and Moneybag currently won't even be on the back row, having retired from the session pretty much as we started this one. So, you know what? He's not having the worst of times.
Oh, and Callum's retired. Callum's binned it. Callum has binned it on the exit of turn 7. No, 8, sorry. Turn 8. I don't know how he's done that. He must have got wide on the gravel and the car's just spun round from him.
Only thing I can think of. Oscar's on the mediums again, about to cross the line. Activates the DRS, crosses the line.
Just not quicker. Sem's also retired. He's binned it at turn 1. We can see this from Oscar's point of view. Oh, he's on the track. It's Sem. Sem's car's on the track.
Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. People will go through it, so that's fine, and it's now been removed. Fairly though, our championship leader, up by 0.1 of a second in the first sector alone, and that is a sector where you don't normally gain or lose that much time. So what can he do now in the final 2 sectors of this track? He's about to cross the split. What will it be? He's up by 1.69 tenths of a second. This is looking good for Fairley at the moment.
Blair lets him through.
So mature.
Good job. Good job there by Blair. And I'm not immature, it's just banter. As here comes Fairley about to cross the line.
Crosses the line.
And he goes pole.
P1.
Provisional pole. By about 17. No, I'm doing maths wrong. I'm not.
15,000.
That's it. 15,000. I'm doing maths wrong. High pressure situation, you know. Cutting
Yeah,
tense.
really high pressure. Really high pressure situation. This. Yeah.
Yep.
I think Blair will actually be the next one to cross the line.
Will
to
fairly
finish
do
his
the
lap.
same favour and get out the way. It seems like he will.
And he's giving him a massive slipstream at the same
He
time
did.
as well. So that has really helped out Blair, and Blair, of course, will
The
make
AMS
improvements 'cause
drivers
he's on the
helping
soft
each
compound
other
side
out.
compared to the mediums before. Yeah, AMS boys helping each other out as now Blair ducks through what is a very tricky, slightly off camber left-hander, and again, you don't want to touch that inside curb. He avoids it at all costs. 2/10 up now is Blair. What can he do? 2/10 would send him up into P5. Can he get himself any higher up? He doesn't need much more to get himself higher up.
No.
He's about to cross the line now.
Oh, he gets a bit of a
Drops down again
different
for his
spins.
spins!
Oh, that could have
No.
been a good lap there for Blair. Depending on what he could do in the final sector, we could have seen him battling for pole position. But no, he spins on the exit of the final corner and bottles the lap.
That's his qualifying session over, I think.
Yeah, that's
It's going to take him a minute to get back round. He won't have enough time.
Jaffa says he was on for pole. I think that's the Blair lap.
Ah.
So Blair definitely had like
Blair's
3
lap.
attempts in the final sector. Oh, that would have been good.
As now up into P5, he improved by 5/10 in that last lap. That shows how much the difference is between the mediums and the softs. Blair, of course, on a slow one. Ads just starting his lap, and he is the only one on a fast lap at the moment. Is Ads, not to be confused with Az, the AlphaTauri driver. That's a bit confusing, isn't it?
Oh,
He
it's
heads
a
down
confusing
into turn
time.
4.
Yeah, it can be very confusing between ads and as. But Paul says in the chat, me last to first. We could maybe see it. Big up DPT Paul for doing the last to first challenge. Ads is up by 6 seconds, so this will be a 106, but there still definitely is time in this final sector.
Oh, 100% still time. There's no way that he's paced the 106. He misses the apex in the second last corner, though. That won't help him. Lots of understeer through there. But now Acmate Sierras crosses the line.
And he goes
enough
third.
for P3.
We
We know there's more time in that as well. We know there's more time. So this could be...
I think he's going. Yeah, he's
Could
gone
get
straight
pole
for another
position.
run. He's gone straight round again. No breaks in the laps. It's like time trial. He's managed
You know
to
what?
get.
If he thinks
through
he can
quite
do
well.
it, he thinks he can do it.
I think he's also getting a slipstream from Chris. I want to say ahead.
Probably.
No, it's LGS. He's getting the slipstream from LGS ahead. So that's sort of going to help, but through the final sector, it really will not.
No, it won't. Rossi now, though, about to cross the line. He was up by almost 3
Oh,
tenths in the second sector.
invalidates.
What can Rossi do? He
And
goes fastest, does Rossi.
Provisional pole.
All the way up into provisional pole.
Chris
And that's
goes
a
13.
wonderful, wonderful lap. And as you said, Ads invalidated.
Yes.
Crashed out. So both of those guys not having the greatest couple seconds.
LGS goes up to P12.
Yeah, he'll be wanting more from that, you have to say.
They're making
And
us look
Osku
out
starting his lap now.
Ooh,
Osku.
as he's got that in
just
just in
starting
time, ain't he? The third sector yellow flag. Oh, and that blocky man has bottled his chance for pole and has invalidated.
Will he have enough time to get back round again?
I don't know. I don't know the time at the minute because of
12 seconds left.
he might just have enough
Can be
time.
close.
He's recharging, I
Very,
think.
very
He's going
close.
now. Will he cross the line in time? No.
Just about. Oh no, he didn't make it.
Osku has got a purple middle sector. Let's see what he can do. Fairly goes
Oh,
quickest with a
Fairly went
103.6. Oh, and Osku's invalidated.
I think that's it over. Barney is the only one, but Barney's invalidated. LGS invalidated.
Don't
Nico's the only one
discount
on a lap.
Alfie. Alfie, even though he's on mediums, could do a
yeah,
shadow
that's
in
true.
tier 1 and absolutely sell a worldie of a lap. But he's come perfectly through the final corner, but set a 104.4, 16th place.
Nico crosses the line. What can he do? It's enough for P11.
11th.
Strategical pole. Strategical pole.
Strategic pole. And that's
The
the
whole
end.
grid separated by 8
Qualifying.
tenths then. the entire grid separated by 8
God.
tenths of a second. That is ridiculously close. That just shows how close this tier is.
I expect to last the first DRS train.
I would expect that as well. We don't know how fast Moneybag is, in fairness. So he might be in the 106s. I wouldn't think he is at all. But you never know. But yes, we should see a last to first DRS train. And that's Fairley's first pole of the season as well, I believe.
Yeah. No.
So could this be his first win of the season as well? Or will he get P2 again like always?
Don't know. But Fairley on provisional pole. Your top 10 has it. Well, after qualifying is Fairley, Rossi, Jaffa, Ads, Fat Blocky Man, Barney, Az, Matt, Oscu, and Sem. Outside the top 10, we have Nico, Chris, Blair, LGS, Archie, Alfie, Callum, Evan, Moneybag, and Paul.
This is perfect today for Fairley. Starting on pole position, his closest competitor in the championship is, of course, Oscar, who's starting down in P9, and then it's Sem, who's starting in P10, and everyone outside of that is at least 29 points away, and that is, no, sorry, it's Fat Blocky Man in second in the championship, of course, isn't it? Oscar is in the Williams, but Fat Blocky Man also not with a great qualifying, so it's not looking good for the championship protagonists here. It's Fairley's race to win and kind of disappear in the championship fight.
Yes, definitely. We've automatically readied up. Someone must have accidentally misclicked. There's usually a break in between the races, but we'll see what happens now. We don't know about Moneybag's pace. That is the thing. He could be in the 102s for all we know.
Could he come out and just absolutely smash it?
We do not know. Especially at a track where it's all about power and speed and not about cornering ability. It favours the sort of slower drivers through corners.
Yeah, I know Blocky's P5, but at the same time, he's got 4 cars between him, so it's not like he's that close.
No.
He's not that close to him, and especially he's got some fast drivers behind him as well, of course. So does Fairley, but you know what? Fat Blocky Man starting kind of a bit in the melee. Of course, Oscar and Sem are definitely starting.
Oh, and Moneybag's been disqualified from the formation lap. He's not even doing a formation lap. He's that confident.
Jaffa is, you're P6 in the championship, so you're starting from P3. But yes, Fairley, but out of the people who are very close to him, you know what? I think he'll be, his eyes will be set on disappearing in this championship fight now. He will be a very happy man after that qualifying. He's just got to replicate it in the race and hope that he can be the 3rd race winner this season.
I would say keep an eye out on Oscar. He'll be looking for a redemption of what happened in qualifying. He'll be a man on the mission from P9. As now Fairley...
Especially on the medium compound tyre as well.
I need to get all that stuff up. I forgot that changes after the quali. So we get it all up.
Oscar on the medium compound tyre now. So he is going to be looking very, very strong. And might absolutely send it up the order. Of course, with the strategy being... it's meant to be better at least. So...
But look at the gap Fairley has to last place. He could be stuck on the grid for quite a while. Before they all line up.
The final corner now. I think Callum is disconnected here.
He has.
Yeah, Callum is disconnected. Could you invite him back?
I shall try.
See if we can get him back in before the start of the race, or at least soon. That'd be amazing. And yeah, Jaffa, good luck, mate. Thanks for the info on the rain. And of course, the medium compound time might be perfect, because if they can stretch it out long enough, maybe we'll get heavy enough rain at the end.
Here we go.
But here we go. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. They rev their engines, and it's go, here, and Rossi's not moved off the start! No, it's carnage in the background there! Matt Bell's out, and Fairley's got a great start. We have a virtual safety car.
VSC, and there's been many penalties down the grid as well. Rossi, I don't know what happened there. I think he might have got a bit of anti-stall, and there's a safety car been deployed. His car just wouldn't move off the line. What happened there?
That was insane.
So that it promotes Fat Blocky Man up to P3 after a brilliant start.
everyone who started on that left-hand side of the grid, as you're looking at it, of course, the even numbers, they got screwed because Rossi didn't move.
They all had to move out the way.
They all had to swerve.
And
they all had to swerve out the way.
Matt was blindsided, really. He didn't know what was coming up. He didn't see a stalled Haas on the grid. He just kept driving. Too late, everyone else moved. And he went straight in the back of the Haas. So I wouldn't be surprised if Rossi does not have diffuser damage while Callum's joined, so that's all good. So I was going to invite him.
And also, of course, Sem, he's dropped down to P16
and Paul's
now.
Gone
he was
off.
on that side of the grid.
Wing. Paul's gone off because he had no front wing.
He's got no front wing as well. Not good for him.
No. It's going from bad to worse for Paul.
And also, Moneybag, I think, has got damage as well. Yes, he does. He's pulling into the pits.
So Sem. Both Red Bulls have no front wing, so this is going to be a... Oh, but Paul stayed out. Paul know where the pit lane is, or is he staying out because Sem's in, so he's going to stay out another lap to avoid the double stack?
But that wouldn't make any difference. You're on the safety car, right? He knows that.
I would like to prefer option B instead of option A, but you do you, Paul. Carry on the good work.
This is why would I don't understand Paul's logic here in the slightest. But yeah,
Paul's going to do a no front wing Grand Prix. He's going to do the whole race with no front wing.
Well, that will mean that we don't have a DRS train from last to first.
No.
Because Paul will just be disappearing at the front. He'll be absolutely smashing it.
Yeah, he's got the least
lead,
amount of air on the car, so that means he'll be the fastest down the straight.
Yeah. So if this was Monza right now, he'd win the race.
Yep, prime position, winning the race. See, look, he can hardly just make the corners, so I hope he boxes this lap. Please box, Paul, because I don't want you to suffer in this race.
Yeah, he's just lost more time by staying out.
Oh, someone else is coming in front of him. It's the... Oh, and he's passing. Oh, no, that's because he's going into
but still probably shouldn't pass someone as you're coming into the pits.
No, LGS is also coming. No, it's Chris, sorry.
No,
he might
Chris,
have got a bit of damage.
You're getting a bit confused between Chris and LGS today, aren't you?
Yeah. I just see because they're so close on track. You see one Alpine and you think, yeah, it's that Alpine, but the other... Oh, Paul also had a 5-second penalty. So it's just adding insult to injury at this point, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah, it's not a good day. I think Paul needs to go home, relax. You know, oh wait, no, he was just making sure he did a last to first. I think that's what it was.
Yeah, he did say he was doing a last to first.
Making sure that even on lap 3 he was last.
Yes. You know, he's making himself have less time, which means he's a better driver if he falls off.
Yeah, exactly, but he's not.
I think he started on the What tyre did he start on?
Medium, so he will have to pit again still.
Yes, so he will have to pit again. So will Chris, Sem, Rossi and Moneybag. As it stands, don't have to pit, but surely they will.
They probably will.
No way mediums will go all the way.
Oh, Callum's spun on the safety car!
Oh no, Callum! You DC and then you spin on the safety car. Hopefully Paul passed him.
Paul is going to get an illegal overtake here.
And Callum's just not moving. Well, he's moving, but he's going very slowly. I think he's cooling down the tyres.
His tyres are boiling. I think... Does Paul have to give that back?
No, I don't think he does, because of how slow Callum was. So...
Yeah, probably.
Paul?
That's lucky for him, but we're going again this lap fairly. It's gone! He's already gone for it. Jaffa is trying to pull aside, but he's had to follow him now, and Ads has got a great start there ahead of Az. That's going to be irritating.
Oh no, Ads goes down the inside of Az.
Az is right behind Az. He's going to look for that move, you know it, but he's actually dropped back slightly. Az is closer to Blocky Man now. Can he retake that position? Callum has spun again.
Oh, and Callum,
so this is not good for the Haas driver. Ads is now heading into turn 3. He's not quite close enough to make a dive down.
Oh, but Archie and Nico going side by side into turn 3. We'll see what happens. It seems that Archie, with the softer compound, just breaks so much later, managing to get the move done very easily down the inside. Nico didn't put much of a fight up, but he comes back down the inside into turn 4. There he contact and Nico's round. Another spinner. Oh,
was, what's the Martin Brundle saying? Something too late and $1 too short.
Oh,
From
it's
Nico there.
now you're making me want to search this up.
Something too late and $1
Yeah.
too short.
Oh, and that's Nico off again.
Oh, Barney gets a massive stuff oversteer there on the back of Az. A lot of dirty air in his way here. This allowed Osku to get within DRS range of him. Of course, DRS will be reactivated next time round. And Fairley's got a decent lead now, although he's just messed up turn 1. So that lead rapidly depleting as we head now down into turn 3.
Oh, and Callum's gone off. I don't know if... look at Callum. I'm going to clip that and I'll send that over to you.
Yeah. We'll see about
He
that.
was sort of on my screen inside the ground.
Interesting. Moneybag has made a move on Alfie. Alfie got an awful exit out of turn 3, and I think Rossi's going to go for a move here as well down the inside of turn 4. He looks for it. He's just about got his wheel there. He's going to have to get a great exit here if he wants to hold on to this position in the Haas.
No.
I don't think he's quite close enough to make a move. No, he's not.
Oh, but Alfie goes deep
he's gone
and
for it
Rossi
again.
sends it. Oh, what
He
a move
sent it again
by
on Alfie.
Rossi.
He's made it work. Genius from Rossi there after, of course, not starting this race for some reason. Must have got some anti still. He's now up into P13 again, making a comeback.
That was beautiful by Rossi. Seeing Alfie go wide and just sending it down the inside. Alfie must have damage because he's now into the pit lane. Oscar is right
DRS
up the
is
back
enabled.
of Barney, the closest guy to the car in front on the track. As will he make the move? He's on they're both in very little overtake. And Oscar down the inside. Big send. And
He's gone too
Barney
deep.
off.
He pushes Barney off.
And Barney will have the DRS. Oh no, but so will Oscar. I forgot
Don't
how
DRS.
close they were.
Yeah, I think Osku, he gave that position back after he realised that he pushed him off. He was like, I probably shouldn't have done that, so decided to just let him back through.
Next lap, maybe, by Oscar, as Barney goes a bit wide there, actually. He chopped
I've
the rear
lost
on
my
the entry.
timings, so I don't know whether Barney's going to get the DRS here.
I've also
we'll
lost my
find
timing.
out when it happens.
Cody's fix your game, and that's Nico round at turn 1.
Again, unfortunately for him, Jaffa is close to Fairley again. Can he get past? Wait, Jaffa and Fat Blocky Man have switched positions. I didn't realise that happened. I think they did. No, they didn't. Sorry,
No,
Jaffa was P2.
Oh, and that's
Archie.
Archie spun on the exit of the final corner. This could be another safety car, and it is.
It is another safety car.
Oh, this is what we missed of Tier 4 for a week. Oh,
Ooh.
this is like Russia.
Second safety car in 6 laps.
And this is allowing Callum to box.
You know what? If he needed to, he needed to. So
If my clip is
fine.
uploaded...
This is helping the soft compound runners so much. So
yes.
much.
Is my clip up? No, my clip is uploading. I'm gonna watch it quick while the safety car is out. Because that was weird. So I'm going down into turn... Yeah, all this malarkey. Oh, I think Callum had a bit of lag because he lagged from behind Paul to well in front of him.
In front of him.
And then he's now stuck under the ground.
Oh, rain in 10 to 15 minutes, we've now been told.
Oh.
I think we're going to have some substantial rain here because 10 minutes takes us to lap 17. If not, a little earlier due to this safety car.
I think all the soft rounds are going to come in.
They are all coming in for the mediums, I would suspect, or maybe the softs. Maybe try and wait it out, because these softs can go around 15 minutes, 14 laps. So, will they be going on to a set of softs, or will they be going mediums?
Jaffa's going onto a set of softs. He's risking it, putting on a fresh set. We never trust. The thing is with this game, never trust Jeff. Because Jeff says 10 to 15 minutes, turns out it's another half an hour later.
If ever. Yeah, Jeff is not a trustworthy source a lot of the time. But you know what? We love him for his own little quirks, don't we?
Yes.
We love him.
Cheers, Jeff. Everyone wants him gone, but even I want him gone, but we can't lose him. We want him gone, but we can't
lose him. I think they can't lose him because they probably got the voice actor to sign a contract for like 5 or 6 years.
Do you know what you should do with this game?
They have to keep him.
Be able to choose your Jeff. Choose your engineer.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
So you could have.
I would make sure I don't choose Jeff.
We could have Jeff. We could have a guy named Phil.
Bob.
We could have Bono.
Steve.
We could. You could even record your own voice lines. That'd be actually quite cool, to be fair.
Why did
Codemasters.
Jaffa say damn it? Why did Jaffa say damn it?
Oh, screwed up.
Screwed up.
Oh, he's put on the wrong tyre, surely.
I think he's realised he put on the wrong tyre.
Jaffa, did you accidentally put on the wrong tyre? As I think that's blaring. No, he's not. I thought he went in then. Jaffa, tell me in the chat if you put on the wrong tyre, please.
I have to say, Aston Martin looking so good at the moment. Aston Martin 2-3, double podium as it stands. Oh, sorry, that was a long yawn. But yeah, Blair and Evan looking very, very strong at the moment. They should be able to hold on onto those positions for a while. And Rossi doesn't seem to have been affected too badly by the fact he didn't move off the start line.
It sort of benefited him in a way here, especially if rain's coming soon. It's put him in a higher position than what he would have been. I think everyone on the softs could have really stayed out if the rain is meant to be coming in 10 to 15 minutes. But again, you cannot trust Jeff.
No, you can't. And the medium compound runners can go 20 to 25 laps, maybe even to 30 laps if they absolutely have to, waiting for that rain to come. So these guys can wait a while and just kind of
Safety car will definitely be in at the end of this lap. Everyone's together.
Unless someone spins massively.
No, it's in this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
That's actually been notified quite early. Usually it's at the final sector. Unless on this track, which the final sector is so short to the pit lane. Oscar is leading the train, and Jaffa
at this track,
has passed.
I've seen it at the pit entry be called, so...
No, Jaffa didn't pass. I thought that must have been a timing glitch for me.
Yeah, I think Blocky went past, and then Jaffa retook the position.
Yeah.
Most likely what happened. But Oscar, he's got to make this work now. Fairly got a brilliant start last time he had a safety car. Can Oscar do it? Last time's race winner. What can he do here?
Oscar doing a Bottas and going so slow. He's making everyone back
60
up.
60 miles an hour here.
He's going to go on the exit of the final corner, or is he going to go up to the line? And he's gone.
Now he's going.
Everyone is going now.
Oh, bad start from Blair. Very bad start from Blair. Rossi's got it perfect. Side by side with Moneybag as we go down to turn one here. Can he go around the outside of the Ferrari? I don't think he quite can, but he's thrown Moneybag off the racing line. So now Rossi's got a great exit. He's using his ERS. He should dip into the slipstream here. He does. Can he make a move down into turn 3? I don't think he's quite close enough to do so. But Chris on Jaffa now. Around the outside, he's going to look to go on that medium compound tyres. He's got to pull going down the inside there. He's screwed himself over. Fat Blocky Man's gone down so many positions, and Chris looking very good. Can Paul make a move on Jaffa? He's got the ERS. Can he dive down the inside?
He does.
He's look for it. He does look for it. Goes down the inside in the Red Bull. He pushes Jaffa wide. Paul again there. Jaffa slightly taps Paul. They're trading paint left, right and centre of the Williams and the Red Bull. But it is the Williams who prevails.
And Fat Blocky Man and Fairley are right behind Jaffa, making moves past the drivers he overtakes, and now all Fairley and Blocky Man have to do is pass Paul, and now Blocky Man going down into turn 9. Will he be able to make the move? A beautiful move down the inside by Blocky. That was an opportunistic move there, and Fairley follows straight past. As again, as soon as one gets by, the other gets by the next corner.
As gets past Chris, they're dropping like flies to these old medium runners. They've really got to pick up the pace here.
This could be...
And of course, DRS will be activated as they cross the line next time round.
Yes, but
this
look
will
at
help
Jaffa's
out a couple of people. Jaffa gets a good exit on Sem. Should be able to make a move here, will Jaffa, on that soft compound tyre. Much better tyres. He's got the speed on him. He used a little bit of ERS to help push him through. Dives down the inside, and that is the position for Jaffa.
Just look at the grip Jaffa has compared to everyone else. You can just go on the power so much later than other drivers. And there's a battle between LGS. No, there wasn't. I thought there was. But Chris and Ads
side by side.
Going side by side. Will there be in contact? No, Ads leaves a brilliant amount of room there for Chris and still gets the move done. As now Alfie's actually coming down the inside of Nico into the same corner. Fat Blocky Man did it on Paul.
As ahead of
Brainbot.
Paul now. Paul is dropping like a stone here. It's not good.
All these old medium
Not good
runners are
at
just
all.
getting swarmed by the new medium runners. It's,
And we
it's
do
not
have a DRS
fair.
train from last to first. Alfie's looking for a move on Nico again. Let's have a quick look at that battle
Oh,
for
and
last
that
place.
Blocky Man's got down the inside of Sem. Good move there from
And his
into turn
teammates
3.
made a move on Nico as well, pushed him slightly wide. Will he give the place back? He probably should, but he's not going to give the place back. He holds on to P17.
And
as
Barney
Nico's
round the
gonna look
outside
to
of
come
Paul as
back at him
well.
here.
And as down the inside of Paul. Paul is dropping like a fly here. Not a fly, yeah, he is dropping like a fly. That is a saying.
It is. Dropping like flies.
Oh, and Paul's round.
Oh,
looking back
no.
from Barney. And Paul just makes contact with Ads and is round.
That's a shame.
I
That's
really
a big
cannot
shame
speak
there.
today.
Jaffa got past Rossi as well. He is absolutely tearing.
He's on
through
a
this
mission.
field, and his next target is Moneybag. Can he make the move on him now? He's going to look to do it into turn 3. Won't be able to make it into turn 1. Too far away. You kind of have to be side by side.
Evan gets a bad exit though coming out of
that
turn
one
1. Moneybag now could try and make the move around the outside into turn 3. Will he cut back in?
Attack
the
to defend, maybe.
Oh,
No,
but
doesn't go
no.
for
Jaffa
it.
though, he's having to
He
defend
thought
from
about
Rossi
it. He
actually.
thought about it.
Oh!
No, Rossi and Fat Blocky Man collide!
Oh, and that's
They're both in the
Rossi
wall.
with damage. Fat
Well,
Blocky
Rossi
Man
in the wall,
also
and I think
loses
Blocky's
time.
also got damage.
I don't think Fat Blocky Man actually got damage from that. We'll see if he comes back in the pit lane. But Ads tries it down the inside. Doesn't get the move done. Oh, and that's Sem! Sem's crashed!
Oh, he's out!
He's lost on the exit. That could be another safety car. And it is.
It is. Oh, that is our third safety car in what is now 13 laps.
We've averaged a safety car in basically every 4 laps.
Now, will someone pull in and go on to
Oscar
the
is.
Inters?
What?
Oscar's in.
Why would pit lane come
What
in?
tyre?
Oh, and Oscar nearly bent it in the pit lane.
If they think rain's coming, they might go for the Inters. I've seen it done before. Where
What,
people
in these
pull in
conditions,
at this early
box for the
stage,
Inters.
pit for the Inters, and then as long as they don't lose a pit stop's time, it's a win-win. But he's pulling onto the softs, and
It won't go
so,
to
really.
Inters yet. The safety car won't be out for long enough if you look at the sky.
That is true. That is true.
Jaffa
Again,
says
as long as
still
you don't
10 to
lose
15
20
minutes,
seconds. Okay. Jaffa's very happy. That will help him extend his soft compound tyre out, of course. You don't lose as much wear under the safety car. It's only had about 3-4 laps of actual use of those softs. So not much time on them at all. And he should be completely fine. And we'll be able to attack Evan and Blair. Once he gets to the front, he can just relax a little bit, go at the pace he wants to go at.
Discord to see if anyone
save the
said
tyres.
anything about that first lap incident.
Yes, let's see. We're actually very close to the safety car coming in again. It will just be next lap, and we should be going round again here, and obviously fighting for position once again.
Oh, so basically for Rossi, the lights didn't go out for him.
Oh, that's a glitch and a half,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So Rossi didn't have the lights go out for him. So that's not very good of the game. Cody's fix your game.
Was there a clip? Archie and Nico must have crashed, which caused Archie's crash out, because they had a little bit of an argument here.
I don't think this is the cause Archie crashing. I think this is Nico getting spun by Archie.
Oh yeah, Nico said I got alongside into braking. Yeah, this is the one where I'm like, he was a little bit whatever Martin Brundle's thing is.
Yes.
I'm gonna remember this by the end of the stream. Something too late and a dollar too short. If you guys know what that is, please put it in chat, because I'm racking my brain. I can't think of what that is.
I'm gonna search it
Something
up.
too late, a dollar too short. Second too late, a dollar too short, something like that. I should know this, but I don't for some reason. Free driver's gone in 15 laps. We'll be getting back going on lap 16 here. And it is Blair leading from the front. It's an Aston Martin 1-2 as it
It's a
stands.
day too late and $1 short.
Day too late. There we go. Day late and $1 short. That makes sense. Lovely.
A day late and $1 short, so as Blair will set us off on this third safety car restart. He's doing the same as Oscar here. Oh my god, he slows
He's
all
gone
the way
now.
down. He gets a brilliant restart, and Jaffa.
Oh, Jaffa!
Oh, and that's LGS in the background who spun.
Oh no. But Jaffa side by side with Evan into turn 1. I think he's already got P2 here. Yes, he does. Up into P2.
Oh,
he
and
goes.
Evan's round.
Evan spun!
2 spins
Oh,
so
devastation
far
for
on the
Evan.
safety car restart, and it's only been turn 1.
Not good for him at all. And now Jaffa only has one
goes
person
down the
who's
inside of
driving.
Barney. Oh, and Fairley nearly
Oh,
spins.
big mistake from Fairley. Big mistake from Fairley. He might even lose a place to Callum here as well. Remember, Callum was very much last for a long time. These safety cars have helped him out massively as making a move on Barney. Callum down the inside of Fairley. Will the Haas come out on top here? He's down the inside still. Can he make this one work? They're still side by side, banging wheels as they go. He's going to have to go round the outside of turn 6 here, will Callum. Now into 7. He's got the outside again. The outside is not great through 7. He's going to have to try and hold on as hard as he physically can. Fairley does not manage to hold on himself. And Callum gets the place. Up into P6 he goes.
Very good battling between the two there. Nico is also right at the back of Paul. Paul, again, is still falling like a brick to the cars behind. He is the only guy, he's the lowest of the people that have not pitted so far, other than Evan.
Evan, I don't think, has pitted. Yeah.
But he's the only guy.
Jaffa making a move on Blair.
Here.
Surely this is the move for the lead.
As they're going to go
around the outside. Blair's still there though. Blair is fighting. He makes a great defence there, very late on the brakes.
Oscar was past Alfie and
Jaffa
Nico past Paul. Oh no, Paul and Nico going side by side here. And there's so many battles going on. Jaffa's getting ahead of Blair here.
Jaffa takes the lead. Jaffa is now ahead and will start dictating the pace, saving his tyres most likely, relaxing himself into this race now, and giving himself some more time before, of course, we get some rain.
Yes. Oh, and that is Nico and Alfie going side by side. They've made a bit of contact. I saw Alfie's hand go up. Oh, and Alfie's forcing Nico off.
Oh, he's pushed him into the gravel. That was not necessary. Oh, he's tapped him again. Not the cleanest racing between these two. It's very, very rough and tumble. But somehow they've both survived it, and Alfie's got the place.
And Oscar is passing Chris here. He's got the move done before the braking zone.
Nicely done from him there. And we will now see DRS moves happening.
The rain,
Blair is going to look
must be coming soon. Look at the sky. It's got a lot darker. And also we've got a bot in the chat saying buy followers. No thanks, bots. We shall not take up on your offer of buying followers. We
don't need any followers.
We are a PG stream. None of this. As here comes and here comes Nico down the inside of Alfie. Want to make contact? No. Nico with a pretty good move there. A bit of contact on the exit actually. It's just allowing Fat Blocky Man down the inside of his teammate, and he gets it done. Nico.
Nicely done from Fat Blocky Man now. I am just watching out for rain at this stage. I'm just... Oh, I think... Is that a little bit of rain? Is that a spot there? Alfie spun.
It's gone from bad to worse for Alfie because he had like 6 seconds worth of time penalties as well.
Barney gets snapped oversteer there.
Oh, and Nico's round.
Definitely falling track temperatures.
Nico's round. It's gone from bad to worse for Nico. Wherever Nico goes, drama follows.
It really does feel like that for him at the moment, doesn't it? And Az is trying his absolute best to catch up to Jaffa. He won't manage it. Callum on Barney. Is that a possible move here? No, it's not. Is Oscar fairly a possible move? He's going round the outside here on the fresher, better compound of tyres. Can Oscar make a move here? Can he try and get himself up into P7? He's looking for it. He's still there. He's the one further ahead going into the braking zone. Fairly dives down the inside, but he's not going to be close enough because Oscar's got the superior traction here.
Fairly thinks about coming back down the inside though, but just can't do it. Fairly is trying to get back past the man who's passed him because he don't want to be this far down the order as it stands. But the rain could throw everything up into this race. The rain could cause drivers to spin, and anyone can win this race still.
But yet, of course, you've still got that one element of strategy that's always really hard to get right. When do you pit for the inters? It's so hard to get right, especially with the fact that, of course, when you are pitting for that inter, the rain could immediately stop when you're in the pits. You don't know what's going to happen.
Oh, and
it's actually starting to get a little bit brighter here.
Ads a spun.
I was saying it's getting a little brighter. It's not getting brighter for Ads' future in this race, is it? As he drops down the order and will stay in P14 because Nico is in the
damage
pits.
Off that. I don't know who. But I think
probably Ads. He did hit the
wall. I saw someone else's M play and not Ads. I don't know who.
Not good for that person, whoever it was.
Oh, it's Barney. Barney must have made contact with Ads.
Oh, it is Barney.
Barney's got right M plate.
He's still holding on though. He's making a move on Callum. He's trying to hold on as much as he can. Callum is going to get past though. But Barney's still fighting here. Will he try and stay out until the rain? That might be the strategy here, although he's going to lose a lot of places in the meantime.
Yeah, so here comes Fairley around the outside. He'll probably get him before the straight started. And it looks like, yeah, Barney's coming in the pit lane.
That has slowed down Oscar quite a lot there, actually. So Oscar is he's now going to absolutely pile forwards again. He's lost some time on Fairley. And the problem with this
pit lane is it's so sketchy.
The entry is so bad.
Yeah.
The entry is so bad.
Hang on, when did we miss the move from Fairley on Oscar?
Yes, we did, actually. We did. As now down the inside for the lead of the race. And he takes it. He's ahead of Jaffa, but Jaffa with the switchback. Can he get the acceleration he needs into turn 4? He's definitely got the DRS. He's using his ERS. He's going to be forced round the outside here by the AlphaTauri. Can he make this one work? The Williams driver. Going to go right the way round the outside as down the inside. Still managing to hold on. Jaffa uses a splash of ERS as they now go into turn 6. And Jaffa backs out as holds on.
He relinquishes the position there, does Jaffa. I think he's thinking for the next DRS zones here. But his tyres will certainly be suffering at this stage in the race. Probably about 50% so far with the 12-lap-old softs. He's got the oldest softs on the grid so far. His tyres are definitely starting to take a wear. And Evan, I think it's round. Yes, Evan round. But Jaffa definitely might go for a move. Oh, and that's rain!
Look for it.
It's raining.
We've got some drops. And Jaffa will now try and go down the inside into turn 3. He's gone down the inside. He's made it just as the braking zone came. He kind of cut in front of Az there. Az with good
Fairly fat blocking man and Oscar. A fat blocking man's made a brilliant move. He could get 2 cars in one go here. He sent it around the outside of Fairley, and Oscar was going quite slow off the exit. But no, he just can't get by. But Fairley keeping it back down the inside, but cannot get the move done.
We've got some substantial rain here now, heading down towards turn 4. And as you can see, we got raindrops on our screen here. When you go on board with the driver, you can see rain trickling down the screen. It's only a matter of time until these drivers need to pit for the inters.
I think Oscar might be boxed. Oh no, I swear I saw a car going into the pit lane.
No, I don't think anyone...
Oh, and Chris is round.
Oh, wait, no, they are. It's Chris. Oh, Chris isn't putting any round. Bit of a difference there.
I think it might have been a guy baiting him into the pits, but Chris has gone for it early, actually. He might be boxing onto the inters here.
I think he will... probably not the best strategy.
As here comes Az on Jaffa. He's waiting for the next DRS zone here. He let off an LGS
Blair as
round.
well.
Oh, and there's been contact behind.
Oh, no!
Az is round.
Blair
Jaffa got
hit
hit.
inside of Az's tyre, and he's reset to track. That's not allowed. Oh, no! Because he's reset to track, Moneybag didn't realise he was there and has slammed into the back of Az.
Oh.
This couldn't have gone worse. I think Az is going to get some penalty points for that. Most definitely. The rain is very heavy now.
Thank you, Spacey.
Very, very heavy indeed.
Spacey says we are the best 2 commentators he has ever seen. So dramatic and it's perfect. Thank you for your kind words, my friend. As Jaffa
still in the lead here.
That means
Callum got one lap fresher tyre.
Callum, while that was happening, must have hit the back of Az. And Blair, while overtaking Blair, and he's now right on the back of Jaffa. But the rain is definitely starting to take a toll on these drivers as they're starting to lose traction out of corners. And look at this train, from 1st to about 7th place. Callum goes down the inside. Oh, and that's pull out. Pull's retired.
Ooh. He's not going to be doing a last to first today. Will we have a safety car? If we do, I know exactly what tyre every single driver's going to be pitting on.
Safety car.
And there we go.
I probably will go onto the intermediates here. And that means Callum will inherit the lead. And yes, you can tell it's starting to become intermediate conditions by the raindrops being visible on the track.
Oh, he's left again. Callum's left. Oh no, Paul was the owner for some reason. Who knows why. But
because Callum left originally, so it probably went to him.
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? So Callum has got a penalty though. That is the problem.
He's got 13
Jaffa,
seconds.
of course. 13.
But I will help him try to get that 10-second time penalty removed because he was inside the ground on my screen. So that's where he got the 10 seconds from. So he's only got 3 seconds as it stands. But you can tell it's about to be intermediate conditions because of the rain on the track. You can start seeing the visibility on the track of the rain.
Yeah, you can see it. Oh, Jaffa locked up heading into the pit lane there. He was
Fairly and Ads have stayed out
for 5 seconds.
The AlphaTauris have stayed out on track.
I think they screwed themselves over here. Championship leader won't be the championship leader after this race, I would think.
This is not a good strategic call here by the AlphaTauris because look, that's intermediate conditions there. The red lights are flashing. So,
DRS hasn't been... Well, DRS, of course, we can't see that it's been disabled because it was a safety car, so it automatically gets disabled. But,
it does
yeah,
look like
I
it's
don't...
intermediate conditions. Oh, but Jaffa's boxed onto the mediums!
Oh, no. Oh, Jaffa, he must have forgotten to change the tyre compound as he went in. And Chris has pitted onto the softs.
And so is
He stayed on the softs here.
Oh, some drivers have had an absolute mare here. They've had an absolute stinker. That is not going to be the greatest of options, especially on the track that's still getting wetter and wetter. Luckily, the safety car will probably stay out for one more lap so they can all box. Yeah, Jaffa's saying, I'm trusting Jeff. Done it once, doing it again. What, when does he say... Look, you can see the spray, Jaffa, now. That's it. That's your like quotation to go in.
Jaffa, you're delusional. Jaffa, you're just like Jeff. You're delusional. You're an idiot, and you need to box.
He's not boxing.
No, he's staying out.
He's run them out. So have Az and Fairley. They've run the numbers, and they think this is going to be the quicker race strategy.
I don't think it is in the slightest. They are going to. They're seriously going to either crash.
Even Ads and Chris are staying out.
They are going to be trickling round at the back. Like
LGS has the right of mind and boxes.
Even I could beat them right now, and I'm awful in the wet, and I'm awful at this game.
Ads can hardly get the power down from these softs. I saw that coming out the first corner. He was very sketchy. I heard the wheel spin. So, Jaffa, it is Brazil 2012 incident.
Well, especially with the fact that every single one of these drivers, of course, isn't running any assists at all. It's not like they can rely on their traction control to drag them round corners. They don't have anything. They're all running no assists, no line, no nothing. They've got to do all of the adapting themselves. This medium compound tyre surely can't be.
Because if you look from Ads on board, the spray coming up from Chris's car is absolutely immense.
Oh, and Az has made a mistake, and
he's gone off, and Callum's got opposition
Callum's gone through. I think was Callum told to let him through? I think he might have been. Yeah, Callum's trying to let him through here. It looks like it anyway. No, he's not anymore.
No, I think he was just. No, he was.
Oh no, he's been given a 5-second penalty. He was trying to let him through. I think if we bring that to the steward, say that Az just wasn't passing him, he should be able to get that removed.
We are helping you out a lot here, Callum. The 10-second penalty.
Let me quickly clip that, and then.
You should be helping us. You should be blessing us, Callum.
It's not allowing me to create a clip.
Oh, we can just use the stream.
We can, can't we? That's a good idea.
We can just clip it on the stream soon.
For some reason, forgot that. But you know what? It's fun.
Yeah, we're just commentating for fun, you know. No stream, just fun.
No stream.
It's just all vibes.
just in a party together, just jamming, It's
all vibes.
All vibes here, no.
Nothing,
nothing
and
different.
Az has hit the meter board and has probably lost a bit of his front wing. He has.
What a clown.
He's lost a bit
What
of
are
his end
the... I've forgotten what the damage things are. Is it simulation or is it...
It's standard, so it'll be full damage like
Yeah.
it was in last year's game.
Thought it was.
Yeah, look, as
of course that
has
does
lost
mean-
his front
yeah.
wing, like part of his front wing, so that's
And safety car is coming in this lap.
That's
Oh,
as out of the
and-
race at the minute. There's still
Yeah,
time for
that's
another
it,
safety
gone.
car, but this is him out of the race so far.
I think Callum's got the win here because Az and Jaffa are in the way of Blair. Callum can disappear, and he will have done a last to first in this race.
Wow.
But of course, he's got that 3-second penalty. That's the thing that's going to be stopping him.
He'll probably break that in no time. Ads has spun. Ads from FRA in the Ferrari has spun, not Az. And Fairly's boxing.
And Fairly's in the pits!
So's Az.
It's Jaffa.
Jaffa's staying
Jaffa.
out, but look
Jaffa
at him.
stayed out!
Oh,
Jaffa
there's
stayed
been a
out.
crash!
Oh, no, he's hit!
He's hit Oscar and blocking man. Oh, there's been a big crash! A big crash.
Oh,
Jaffa's
no.
out. And
It
look
was
at
a laugh, but
Callum's got his 3-second
He's
gap
destroyed
already.
everyone. It's between Oscar and Callum now. Fairly screwed himself over. So did Az and Ads. And
Oh my
well, Jaffa's
God,
now
that
out
was a
of the
big
race.
crash. I hope
That
all
was a big one.
if this was real life, I hope all drivers would be okay, but it's only a video game, so I don't have to worry about that. Jaffa is gutted. Why did you follow Jeff's orders? As Nico and Evan actually are going side by side, but Evan's in there.
Yeah, Evan is unfortunately now.
But
So you know what this will do for the... What this will do to the championship at the moment, though, so Callum will jump from 10 points as it stands all the way up. Well, technically not, 'cause he doesn't quite have that 3-second gap.
But
But even if he
35.
gets P2, he'll jump up 35 or 28, which is ridiculous. Jump up means it's only his second time scoring points as well. And Rossi will currently have a podium, which is big. Oh, and Oscar's made a mistake, which has allowed Callum to get the gap now.
And also, Jaffa said in the chat, because it was meant to be raining 45 minutes into the race, it was one icon. This is not 45 minutes into the race. It must be whenever a safety car's called, it comes in quicker.
Possibly.
Oh, and there's Moneybag and Barney going side by side into turn 3, and Barney actually gets the move done. Good move there by Barney on the brakes.
Moneybag can't quite get the acceleration he needs. And I think Moneybag's not fighting as hard as he probably would, because of course Barney does have a penalty. So not as desperate as normal, I wouldn't think.
Callum just about keeping this cap to Oscar here.
And he's just about holding on to that gap, isn't
I
he?
know everyone's
Of
slowly
course.
starting to spread out.
Yeah, and of course, being within 1 second no longer means you get DRS. DRS is way too dangerous in this weather. And how long will it be until we get to the wet weather conditions? That's the question, because it really is chucking it down here in Austria now.
Could
So
we see
will we
everyone
see
crawling
some
on the
wets
final
by the
lap?
end?
The final lap, could everyone be crawling around the track? That is the
I
question.
think we could see that.
But as it stands, it'll be a Haas 1-3. And Az gets a penalty. That's just adding in more insult to injury.
Ah, right, okay, so the reason that he stayed out, Jaffa, was because there was one icon of rain, and it was the second last icon. And then the last one was dry again, so he was expecting it to dry back out, basically. It didn't, and it's probably not going to.
Oh, and that's...
Yeah, we know
Alfie
Callum has
and
13
Nico, I think
seconds.
they've
He's
had
got
another crash.
18, I believe.
Alfie's got no front wing.
No.
Yeah, Jeff, we know Callum's got 13 seconds of pens, but he's
It's like
getting
18, in fact.
18,
get,
but
15 removed.
he's getting some removed. Oh, what the thing X and G?
You're having a stroke.
Are you okay there, Jaffa? And Alfie's gone straight on at turn 4 because of his wing. And it's down to 4 seconds between Callum and Alfie. Not Alfie. Why am I saying Alfie?
Really
Oscar.
away.
So we could maybe see here that there will be no need for the 5-second penalty removal. Oh no, there will
Maybe,
be need.
but
There will be need.
There will be.
Because he got a
Gaining
3
time,
second
yeah.
penalty.
Yeah, he did. He did get a 3-second penalty.
Jaffa says, I'm
So,
going to get penned for next race. I've ruined my chances of the championship.
Yes, you are.
No, it wasn't your fault in my opinion.
I mean, he did spin straight into the
I
path
think
of another
Jeff.
driver.
I think you should just turn Jeff off. Jeff.
Turn Jeff off.
I
I think your
gamble.
penalty should be you're no longer allowed to listen to Jeff. You have to do the
Yes.
exact opposite from what he says for the rest of the season.
So if he says drives it quickly onto the way, so that's Alfie and retiring, but then Barney's
Barney
got
on
past
Fat Blocky Man into turn 6. He makes it work.
Good move there by Barney, but he nearly loses on the
Barney gets a bit
exit.
of oversteer.
See what us Blair actually gets past. Oh, Blair and Ads are actually having a battle here for the 12th position. As here comes Ads. Maybe he's done the dummy to the inside, down the inside, gets the. Oh, there's a bit of contact between rear wheel and front wing, but gets the move done. Good move there by Ads. That's Alfie just. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, that's Alfie's retired car, sorry. Don't mind me, everyone. Westy?
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm spacing out a bit, I'm not feeling amazing.
Oh, okay.
I should be fine to carry on.
I wonder where you went then, you just went all quiet.
Sorry, yeah.
So, as it stands,
Real good.
Oscar's 4.4 seconds behind Callum.
He's a long way behind, yeah. Callum has got some great pace. I think he has a higher downforce Austria setup than other people because, of course, Austria is it's one of those tracks where both a high and low downforce setup can work.
Yes.
Of course, you've got some fast corners that you want to be able to take a lot of speed through. You've also got some long straights, so maybe he's got one of the higher downforce setups, and that's allowing him to really pull away in these wet weather conditions at the moment.
Or maybe he
And I
saw
think
the
that's
rain.
what Barney's got as well.
Saw the rain and was like, you know what, I'm just going to set my car up for the rain. If it comes. And it's
Possibly.
worked out perfectly.
Possibly.
It's nearly a
I
5-second gap.
personally would not have done that in the slightest, because if there wasn't a safety car, you're not making up all that time. So that would be a risky strategy. If he's done that, then fair play to him, but I don't think he would have.
No.
Barney, though, he really has some pace here, possibly upped his front wing. Of course, you can do that in the pit lane, so maybe did that when the rain started to come.
It's actually starting to quiet down a bit now, the rain, and that's Ads. I think he's retired in the pit lane as well.
It's retired in the pit lane, yeah. We won't get a safety car this late anyway.
No.
We'll only be out for a lap and a
I was
half.
hoping it would be a big crash.
Why? Moneybag ahead of Fat Blocky Man, as Fat Blocky Man, for some reason, ghosted at the moment. Instead of having a ghost fight. Has Fat Blocky Man disconnected? No, he hasn't.
No.
So they were just having a ghost fight.
This will be Callum's first win of the season, actually, and I don't know if this is going to be Rossi's first podium.
It would be.
But
Yeah, I think it would be he would be as well. Oscar, of course, he's come first before came first last race, so first place and a second place. Not bad at all.
nope. But Callum can still even get this 8-second gap out here. All he needs to do is gain 3 seconds in 3 laps.
He won't need the 5-second removal. Barney has got to get a move on if he wants to get a podium here. He needs to overtake Rossi and Oscar, then gain a 3-second gap to
And
them.
As is also out. He's retiring in the pit lane.
In the pit lane, yeah. Barney's got the pace to overtake Rossi, but he just hasn't been able to have that opportunity quite yet to actually to make the overtake, unfortunately.
All it takes though is one more. I'll check the warnings quick as we go on to the final 2 laps of the Grand Prix of Oscar and Rossi. Oscar's got 2 warnings. So
Ooh, on the edge then.
and Rossi has also got 2 warnings. So both of them could get a penalty.
This could promote Barney up
Oh,
on podium, of course,
is that
but
fair?
Moneybag is within that gap now. It's a
That's
very
his car.
close gap there on the 3 seconds, and it's going to be close between Moneybag and Barney come the line.
Barney
if it
can't
stays
really
this
battle,
close.
to be fair, as it stands, because of the gap between Moneybag. Moneybag can easily fall into this gap. And he has. He's
Yeah,
already
he
fallen
can.
into
He
the
has.
gap.
I think he's dropped some ERS there and has just flown away. As Barney locks up as well, heading into turn 3. It's not the best of couple laps, is it, for Barney? He's really being held up here.
He's been really held up by Rossi and Oscar. Definitely got a bit of a higher downforce setup, but maybe he's done that in the pit lane.
Yeah, he could have upped the front wing, of course. The rear wing you can't change in the pit lane. That's much too much effort. That would be in the pit lane for about a minute for them trying to change that. But the front wing, you can just get a little basically a hex key, really. Get that out, twist it a couple times, or not even that, and you're set.
Yeah. Chris, so
You often hear them in IndyCar saying 2 clicks or something, or a quarter turn. You don't normally hear that in F1, because they don't normally change their front wing that much in the pit lane.
No.
But, yeah.
And if they do, they just say +1 or -1, not click.
Yeah. Yeah, in IndyCar they say clicks or quarter turn or whatever.
That's America for you.
And Moneybag is now definitely within that gap. He could see himself in P4 at the end of this. He's got to not bottle a 4/10 gap now, though.
Jaffa, Oscar's one on track, but he's...
Oh, rain is stopping. Jeff was right. The rain is slowing down,
Yes.
but it's taken too long to slow down,
Yes.
unfortunately, for Jaffa.
Jaffa, well, Oscar's going to win in the game, but Callum's going to win because he's going to get his penalties removed of his 10 seconds and his 5 seconds. So...
Yeah, he'll get removed 10 and... yeah, definitely 10. Probably 5 as well.
Yes.
He's trying to give the place
That
back
depends on how the 5 seconds was.
Yeah, of course. Jaffa said, "Oh, go away."
As Callum
To me,
will win this race on track, and he's going to come across the line to win the Austrian Grand Prix on track. We don't know about his penalty situation, if he's going to get them removed or not. But Oscar,
he should get the 10 removed.
Oscar will get the penalty, win on.
Win according to the game. Moneybag gets P2 in the end. Something happened to Rossi. Did Rossi get a penalty?
No, there's been a timing glitch.
So Rossi got P2, Moneybag P.
There has been a timing glitch.
Barney P4.
And I think there's been no. Callum had 13 seconds. No. But I think there's been.
Yeah, Callum of course had 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just timing glitch between Moneybag and Rossi there. So it will be Rossi P2 and Moneybag P3 for now. But I think Callum will end up taking P1, possibly, or P2 it will be.
Yeah. Be one of the two. He'll definitely get the 10-second penalty removed because he was under the ground.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get the removed, VAR will be better than Stewards officially.
Shall we get the top 3 into a party? I think the top 3 will be. It won't be Moneybags.
I think we should get
and
the top 3 that I've got now, because we don't know about the penalties. So shall we?
Okay, yeah, we'll go with that.
We'll bring the top 3 into the party because penalties can swing either way.
Yeah. Of course, Game did get it wrong. Moneybags did not come P2. He came P3. Timing glitch caused that to happen.
Yes. So I invite Oscu.
But Oscu,
Moneybag,
2 wins in a row it is for him. And Moneybag, second last.
Second.
Second.
No,
third.
Third.
But still, that's very, very good. And Callum could be from P17 to first. That'd be absolutely ridiculous. And Evan, P18 to the points. It's a comeback race. And LGS has gone under the radar to come 6th in the end today. And Barney, of course, gets fastest lap as well.
Wait.
And we've got Oscu in a party to start off with. Let's see if the others will join.
How are you, Oscu?
What was pole? What was pole? That was a 03 point.
It was a 6.
6. Pit 6, yeah. 0.6 in the end.
Everyone's in. Let's go.
Right, okay. We'll start off with you, Moneybag. We think that was a timing glitch, and you will get P3. If you could allow your voice to the stream, that'd be wonderful. But going from P19, that must feel absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I was not expecting to be talking to you. I just wanted to start P19, have some fun from the back, and I've got P3 out of it, so we take it.
Yeah. Good race. You made your way through the field. You made some decent overtakes. How did you think the safety cars benefited your race?
There's one safety car where I pitted, and I thought that's it. I've done myself. I think it was like P14, somewhere like that. But really, I think that the final safety car did me nice. Everyone pin on tin just bunching up. That did me nice.
Yes, definitely. It definitely made everyone a bit more happy. And weren't you in the carnage with Jaffa spinning? I think you were, weren't you? Jaffa spun, basically made that massive wreck at the start of the last safety car.
Yeah. I'm coming out last one. I just see just an absolute shit show going on. I actually don't know if I'm allowed to swear. Apologies. But yeah. Just absolute carnage.
We'll bleep that out in the post editing. It's fine.
Yes, it's fine. It's all good. Well, thank you for your thoughts on the race, Moneybag. You had an absolutely brilliant race going from penultimate, second last on the grid, to P3. Well, you're reserve, right?
Yes, I'm reserved. Yeah.
Alright. Hopefully, we shall see you more in the future. You've got good pace.
Thank you.
So, shall we move on to second place man Rossi?
Yes. So, Rossi, your race today, if someone was to look at it on a piece of paper, see where you started, see where you finished, they think, oh, he had quite a calm race, he just stayed in P2 the whole time. Couldn't be further from the truth, could it, mate? You, of course, didn't get off the line due to a glitch. The lights hadn't gone out for you. Caused a bit of a pile-up. You were last. You've ended up in P2 due to a little bit of luck from, of course, the safety cars, but at the same time, you've pushed yourself up there. That must feel like the most rewarding podium ever.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, finally was able to set a good lap in quali and start P2, but it all went downhill from there, really. So obviously, my teammate Callum disconnecting on the formation lap, and then my lights go out 3 seconds after everyone else. And then I get spun.
Yeah.
And then my Wi-Fi goes off in the middle of the race.
Oh.
Like nothing went well, but yeah, I should get P2. I've got all the evidence I need. But actually, it'll probably be P3 because Callum should be getting them penalties removed as well. So
Yes.
yeah, on to Zambort. But yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, did you get diffuser damage off that crash at the start of the race? Because it was a big old whack up the rear.
Somehow not. I wasn't affected by that at all, other than the fact it put me all the way down to last. But yeah.
It must have been really frustrating though at the start of the race, having such a good qualifying to basically get that all undone at the beginning of the race by a glitch by the game.
Yeah, well, in my head I was kind of celebrating at first because I thought that Fairley got a drive-through for jumping the start, but everyone else just went through. Yeah, it's just something that's out of your control happening.
Yeah, so it's not the best situation.
Yeah.
Well done on your P3 if, P2 at the minute, but P3 if Callum gets his penalty removed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
very, very, very well done today.
well driven,
Yeah.
especially coming from the back of the grid.
Yeah, thank you, both of you.
Well, let's move on to the race winner on track.
Oscu, yeah.
Oscu.
Mate, you, after qualifying, I was writing almost the championship fight kind of off. I was saying, oh, Fairley's going to run away with this. It's going to be a big extension in the championship lead, but now you've closed it back up again. 2 wins in a row for you as it stands, and you've really brought the fight back to Fairley. That must feel absolutely amazing. Of course, after a disappointing qualifying, you invalidated on your final flying lap. A lot of traffic there I saw, but well, with only 2 pit stops, 1 less than the majority of the field, safety cars, of course, permitting, you've managed to get yourself a win.
In quali, lap cup lock as you mentioned, and then basically bad positioned, very worn mediums, somehow managed to finish up here. Though I know for quite certain that I'm not gonna be P1 after penalties removed. But In all honesty, the race felt like it went well. The cleanness of this lobby wasn't really at its finest. A lot of speedness, a lot of collisions, etc. And
Yeah,
that was,
yeah, that was a lot.
yeah, it almost cost me a DNF when I'd spun at one point.
Didn't actually notice that. Did you catch that, Steve?
No. I think I did catch it a bit. I think I did see Oscar take a very big avoiding action of the incident. I think it was. Where was it again? When it like starts sort of the middle part of the race.
After turn 1 on, like during the middle-ish race.
Yeah, I think I saw. Oh yes, I did see that. Yeah, because Barney got damage from that.
Oh yeah, of course he did, didn't he? Yeah.
Yes, Barney got damage from that. Well, Oscar, you couldn't really ask for more off the qualifying into the race.
Yeah.
Especially with your intermediates managing to keep ahead of Rossi and
Yeah,
Barney.
I had no pace on them. I had
Um,
no pace whatsoever on them.
Well, as it stands, it's 2 in a row for you. As it stands, 2 in a row. Couldn't really ask for better, could you?
2 fastest laps added on.
Oh, that is very good. Well,
yeah, but
well done.
it's fun being back up here and in the championship fight after 2 races in a row.
Well done. Absolutely a good drive by all 3 of you today. So that will be the end from us. But
Yeah,
well
it
done,
will.
everyone. It was a
Yeah,
good
well
race
done
for you
to,
3.
to you guys for the podium. Well done to everyone who finished in the end. I think there was only about there was only 13 people who actually ended up finishing the race. So you know what, you've done well if you managed to finish in what was a rain-soaked Grand Prix, absolutely insane Grand Prix. So yeah, well done to every single driver today. What a race it was! Pleasure to commentate on. Of course, well done to the podium sitters, and thank you guys for watching as well. And you know what? I think you guys were treated with a wonderful race day, some wonderful, wonderful battles. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite capture it all. Of course, we didn't have replays. There was many, many battles that happened all at the same time. That was just how crazy this race was today. But make sure you tune in next week. And of course, make sure you tune in to all of the other tiers that we have on offer tomorrow and, of course, on Thursday as well. So thank you guys for watching, and